Well, hey everybody. Hey, it's Michael Tucker. Normally not wearing the hoodie, but I'm recording this on a Sunday, and it's right before the big Tampa Bay Buccaneers football game with the Washington Commanders. It was really interesting. I have kind of been in and out of the NFL over the last 10 years or so. And watching it now, you see all of these different data models that they're talking about, and the commentators are talking about trying to be able to predict the number of stats or who's going to do what or whether it's a pass or a throw, and it's interesting to see how much more data driven the game has become over the last several years. One of the things that I find interesting though is that there's football is a little bit different than trying to do this from a marketing perspective. There are all these different externalities that kind of exist. Maybe it's not that different from what we see in the marketing world. How many times are you sitting there trying to be able to close a deal and you're looking at your pipeline and being able to say, well, what is what is going to happen in terms of the expected value of the pipeline that I have for this rep or that rep or my entire sales team over the next month or the next quarter? And all sorts of different externalities could happen. There could be natural disasters that are occurring in the geography where you have most of your prospects or you do most of your business. There could be a shift in terms of interest rates. There could be a shift in macroeconomics that affect the funding patterns of some of the companies that are in your ICP. There might just be your strange externalities, like somebody decides to take a sabbatical who's on the key buying committee. And so I guess my point is this: there's a lot of different analysis that we can do, but it doesn't account for all of these different externalities that kind of happen within them. So make sure that you have enough pipeline. Make sure that you have enough contingencies that are built in. If it's an if then statement, if it's keeping up on reporting for what's happening with some of the leads that you're dealing with, make sure that you have some factors that are built in place here to kind of say there's a margin of error that's always going to exist in some of the different metrics that you're using, no matter how complicated or how much AI you happen to use to be able to try and predict outcomes and organize unstructured data into structured data. Something's always going to happen. So make sure that you have some really good guidance that's there, and make sure that you have built in some contingencies to be able to help you solve for some of those situations. This is Michael Tucker coming to you with just a quick insight on your marketing technology as you're working through all of your different MarTech requirements.